On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, new ways to monitor water usage that save money and the environment. Land prep that develops communities for both form and function. If you're in an industry that requires a controlled environment, we have the perfect solution. Tips on how to best develop your employees and set them up for success. The latest in how drones help keep us safe. What you need to know about business insurance. Plus, lots more. You won't want to miss this. Having access to clean drinking water has always been important, but how we monitor our usage is making all the difference in today's modern world. Let's go inside the blueprint.
Meter Technology Werks is the largest stocking distributor of water meters and water metering equipment in the United States. Our main focus is in the sub-metering market. That's typically apartments, condos, anything that's multifamily. Contactless metering or solid-state metering is becoming more popular, not just because of the accuracy, but also because of the ability of contactless meters to be configured electronically as opposed to mechanically.
Metering is a critical component in water usage and conservation, but we can't fix what we don't know.
The best thing that we can do is help to provide data. I believe that someday, and that day may be closer than we think, especially in certain geographic locations, that our water bill could be higher than our electric bill. Water's been taken for granted for quite some time, and as the population grows, as the global climate changes, as water resources become more important, water treatment may become a little bit more expensive, water infrastructure may become a little bit more expensive.
Multi-family dwellings need to be as mindful in their usage and planning as those in single-family homes and those who develop municipalities.
With a single-family home, it's getting monitored by the cities. When you're talking multifamily, the city only monitors up to the main buildings, and then behind that, in the sub-metering market or multifamily, is where we come in monitoring the individual apartments or condo units. If you're not using the technology properly, it's not being installed in the right unit, it's not being programmed properly, or there's tie-in plumbing from other adjacent units, you can end up paying for some of your neighbors' utilities.
Also, the property managers, owners, developers will have common area water supplies, and they need to have that data as well, not only for consumption, but for potential losses in the form of leaks and irrigation systems.
How do they know their technology is working? Their test lab is one of the most advanced in the world.
The test lab here at MTW is one of 3 NIST-certified facilities in the nation. We also do testing for global companies all over the world for testing their technologies and the efficiencies of their technologies.
The long-term plan is to use the data that we have as far as consumption, compare that to what we expect to see, and if that consumption's wildly out of control, that could be a huge leak, but the leaks aren't always huge. Sometimes they're smaller. And for that, there are leak detection devices that sense small amounts of water that could also detect a leak. If we have that information and we have a controllable shutoff valve, we could potentially mitigate risk in the form of flooding due to leaks or due to freezes. Recently, there was a big freeze in Texas, and a lot of our multifamily customers had meters outside in utility closets, and the meters froze. And fortunately or unfortunately, water meters act as a fuse in a water system, and that fuse breaks when it freezes. So we would be able to potentially detect that or the leak that results from that, and either automatically or manually remotely shut off the water, mitigate the damage.
So what are some things you can do to help?
Little things like shutting off the faucet when you're brushing your teeth, not taking long extended showers all the time, not leaving the shower on because it sounds like rainwater and helps put you to sleep, which has been done. And in today's dishwasher technology, I really don't think that we have to do the pre-rinse cycle. It might be a good thing for you to try not rinsing them one time and run the dishwasher, because that saves a ton of water.
Typically overwatering your lawns is a big one, but also slow leaks in toilets. That's one that people don't think about. They hear it every once in a while go off in the middle of the night, and they don't realize that we've seen usages as high as 35,000 gallons in a month from a toilet that's been leaking in a unit.
You can check your water meter yourself. Your vendor or your water meter supplier will have something online typically that shows you not only how to read the meter, but how to use a water meter as a real-time leak detection device, not wirelessly, but visually and on the spot. And that can be a very, very powerful tool.
For more information about how Meter Technology Werks technology can work for you, visit their website, mtw.us.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Land grading is an essential part of the construction process. Here's how to get it right when planning your next project.
We do a lot of grading for all the major home builders. I've been doing this for quite some time now. I want to say I started this in 2001. The grading is very important for water intrusion coming into your house, giving you a flat yard, so when you're out there walking, mowing, things like that.
TS Site Prep is a company that was literally built from the ground up.
I started off with one truck. About 2 years into it, bought another truck, bought another skid steer, and started growing from there. So I have a very big team. There's quite a few of them that are family members, sister, son's daughter, but even the ones that are not related to me, they are blessings. I mean, blessing from above. They are great people. I enjoy them very much. They are hard workers, and they help me push forwards in life to keep building this. The girls in the office pretty much provides us a schedule every day to go off of. That's some of the things that we try to hit every single day. Scheduling lets us know what we involve for the next day. If it's cutting walks and drives, doing a backfill, lot scrapes, final grade. So that's some of the things we do.
They've completed over 50,000 projects and accepted over 2,000 contracts.
We do all the site prep for the major home builders. We do land development, which the land development jobs that we take on, we try to take on the smaller jobs, 40 or 50 lots at a time and under. We do punch out work for the home builders. If it's demoing curbs, patching asphalt, sidewalks, many things like that. So we do land clearing and demo as well. So some of the other things we offer too is hauling off the C&D. C&D is, it's what they call construction debris. Construction debris from all the trades that's doing 2x4s, drywall, paint. But we dispose of that. We take those to landfills to dispose of those. Well, another thing we do also is we recycle blocks. So when we do a block clean, we would take the block to one of our locations and we would crush that to supply road base, 57 rock, and so forth, things like that. Another thing we also do is take our scrapes from when we scrape lots, and we will screen those to make good dirt with those.
The issue of standing water in a community is also an important topic.
Yeah, standing water is something that if the yard is not graded correctly, for like a few examples, the mower guys, when they come to mow your yard, they would run it up. Some of the home builders, they supply us plot plans that we allow to go off of to be able to get our grades right. But when water does stand, you have homeowners that will complain about, here goes a prime example, mosquitoes. Standing water draws a lot of mosquitoes. That's why it's very important for us to get the grade correctly. Another reason is making sure our grade is 4 inches below finished floor so no water intrusion will come into your house also.
As the #1 graders in the Hillsborough and Manatee County area, they take great pride in their employees and the community.
When you hire a grader company, you want to make sure they're reliable, they do grading correctly. Because some of the things, when you don't grade yards correctly and you have to go back after homeowners have been in there, when you have to go back, to me, it's very important to make all homeowners happy. And when it comes to grading, we try to do our best ourselves to make sure we have no comebacks.
For more information about TS Site Prep, visit their website, tssiteprep.com, and of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Every company needs people. And depending on the size of your business, you may need lots of people. Strong, qualified team members who excel in their positions and help your company grow. Here are some tips from the pros at the Omnia Group on how to best develop your employees and set them up for success.
The Omnia Group helps leaders make the most important decision that they make, or one of the most important decisions that they make, and that's hiring the right people and then developing and promoting the right people to the right jobs.
So getting this right is so important because employees are a huge asset for a company. They're what makes the company run. And so by understanding your team, you can be more profitable and have your team more engaged, provide better customer service.
Hiring wrong can actually cost your company money.
It is so important to hire the right person for the right job. Many people leave a job they've just gotten within 90 days. 13% of millennials will leave because they don't believe they've got growth opportunity. The average cost of hire is about 30% of the annual salary you're going to be paying that candidate. So if you're hiring someone who's going to make $50,000 a year, you could be looking at $15,000 in hiring and development costs. The other factors are the impact and the cost on the organization. When people don't stay in their jobs, it makes the people who are there wonder, what do they know that I don't know? So they could start thinking, maybe I need to look elsewhere as well. Or maybe there really is something wrong with that boss that I haven't been paying attention to. I better watch my back.
How do they do it? They start with an employee assessment.
So the Omnia assessment is a personality tool. It's to help employers understand what makes their employees tick. So what motivates them, what drives them, what gets them up and excited to go to work every day.
So we look at personality traits that best match the job of, say, a salesperson, a financial manager, a production supervisor, a customer service representative.
It's not the same as a test, and that's because there is no pass or fail, and we are who we are. So that's the great thing, is just understanding your employees.
Here's how it works.
The behavioral assessment that we have, it is an 82 adjective checklist. It's very quick, 10 minutes to take. It's a great participant experience, and that's one of the things that we're of course very proud of, is that it's easy to do. But yet it's 93% accurate, so when it comes back, you've got a lot of data to help you manage your team more effectively. Let's talk about selection. If you're hiring somebody and it's for sales, you want to know that they're competitive and assertive and can really go out there and bring in the business. And we measure level of assertiveness with columns 1 and 2. We measure communication style with columns 3 and 4, and we measure pace and adaptability with columns 5 and 6, and then we measure level of structure with columns 7 and 8.
Having this information helps you fine-tune the hiring process and helps you decide who will flourish where.
So if you're hiring a receptionist, the things that you might be looking for is somebody who is cautious, outgoing, fast-paced, and very attentive to detail. And that is actually one of the core personality types, is somebody who's like that. So by understanding what a client needs, what their benchmark is, then we can say how this person compares to that benchmark.
Our client advisors at the Omnia Group offer a range of consulting services to help our clients throughout the entire hiring process. So we can help write the job profile. We can help write the position description. We can help write the advertisement. We'll help create an interview guide to help the hiring managers rate the candidates all the way through the hiring process. So these benchmarks help hiring leaders know that they're making the right decision, because they can use the study that we've already done across multiple roles in multiple industries to be sure that they've got the right profile for the job.
I mean, having personality data helps you make better decisions, both from a selection standpoint and a retention standpoint.
So what is the real value and the power of insight?
Employees leave managers, they don't leave jobs, typically. And that's because of some personality friction that's going on. And often that is because the manager doesn't understand what drives that employee. So we're providing that data, that insight. And who doesn't want more data? Knowledge is power, right? So if you understand that your employee needs a certain level of detail, they need a certain level of structure, they need procedures to be clearly defined, and you can give that to them, they're going to be more successful.
Hiring is a really important decision that every organization is going to make. It's a huge investment, and we're proud that we help our clients make sure that they're going to make the right one.
For more information about how the Omnia Group can help you with employee development, visit their website at omniagroup.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Do you know what to consider when it comes to business insurance? The experts at BKS can provide an approach as unique as you are. Take a look.
At BKS, we are an insurance risk management employee benefits firm that specializes in providing holistic solutions to those in the construction industry. Clients such as contractors, developers, architects, and engineers benefit from our approach by being able to pursue their objectives with complete peace of mind and optimal profitability. Insurance market trends are driven by both macro and micro factors. From a macro level, reinsurance pricing, global losses, and investment income all play into how much a client pays for insurance. On a micro level, their individual underwriting profile, what type of projects they're working on, and what are their levels of quality control and training all play into how much they pay. It's important to work with an advisor who has strong market relationships as well as can deliver the types of services that will differentiate you and help you to achieve the lowest cost of risk. At BKS, we believe that to achieve the lowest cost of risk requires attention to a variety of factors, including on the preventative side, on the planning side, and on the process side.
Insurance rates, both personal and professional, are going up everywhere, and business owners don't necessarily have the bandwidth to navigate this world on their own. So it's important to partner with the right experts who have the connections for your unique needs.
BKS-Partners and our colleagues work with our clients to better understand the needs so that we can tailor an insurance program that fits those needs and at the same time adjust the cost based on what they really need. Insurance costs, they affect your financial statement, so it's very important that you analyze what you're purchasing and make sure that you are covered for all of your exposures.
Let's face it, your insurance advisor or broker is a critical extension of your team, especially for those in the building and construction industries.
Construction is very broad. You've got construction as far as buildings, you've got roads, you've got utility contractors, you've got all the subcontractors that work on a project. So each client needs a separate program tailored to their needs.
It's important to design a holistic program to manage the overall risk that a business faces. And the reason why this is important because insurance pricing is just one component of your overall cost. Your safety culture, the amount that you pay out in losses, the amount of potentially uninsured claims, all of these things factor in, and having a team of resources behind you can help you achieve these best results.
The right insurance plan for you and your business depends on several factors. Here are a few things to consider.
Safety culture is critical to the best-in-class performance because it helps to prevent losses before they occur.
The key to keeping insurance costs down are to keep your claims down. Both frequency and large claims affect what your overall cost will be moving into the future.
In the construction industry, their business revolves around bids, but that doesn't always translate in the insurance business. And the reason for that is because when you bid out the insurance, you're really limiting the amount of resources that the broker can bring. When you do a broker selection and choose based upon the expertise and the specialization, it will give you the best of both worlds.
There's also something called risk mitigation services that could be an important benefit.
The investment that can be made in training and quality control will ultimately reduce the amount that you pay out in claims and therefore reduce your insurance pricing. So even though it might be a short-term investment, it'll be long-term results.
At BKS-Partners, our goal is to make sure that you can sleep at night, you're protected properly at a reasonable cost.
For more information about BKS-Partners, visit bks-partners.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. If you're in an industry that requires a controlled environment, we have the perfect solution. Prefabricated mobile and relocatable cleanroom installations that go almost anywhere, inside and out. So let's go inside the blueprint at Cleanroom Design to share the latest in technology and solutions.
We were traditionally a design build company for specifically the clean room industry. In the recent years, we switched into a modular, relocatable mobile clean room company, specifically to speed up the time that we can deliver a turnkey product to our customers that is completely customizable and meets all of the same requirements without the construction unknowns and the time that it takes to build on a traditional construction project. Many industries benefit from what we do, including medical device, pharmaceutical, aerospace, nanotechnology, biochemical, different types of manufacturing. Basically, it's particulate control. It's both personnel control in these rooms as well as the product that they're producing. For example, in a hospital where they're making chemotherapy, that's a drug that's going to be injected into a human, so it's got to be particulate free, it's got to be sterile, and at the same time, it's a dangerous drug to be working with, so we're protecting the individuals working with that as well. So those protections, that controlled environment, go both directions and are very much needed.
Clean rooms can filter 99.999% of the microns and contaminants in the air. This is crucial in many laboratory and manufacturing environments that require ISO-classified particulate control. These contaminants are invisible to the human eye and affect everything from chemotherapy to cell phone manufacturing.
There's different levels of clean. All of them relate back to what we call ISO classification, which deals with the amount of particles allowed in that area. So a basic level of clean might just be an air shower where folks are walking into an industry where they just have to get the particles blown off of themselves. And then another level of clean, bringing it to the other side of the spectrum, would be a biological safety cabinet or a BSL lab. Clean rooms do require seamless construction, and they require materials of construction that can stand up to almost anything. So the first thing we'd think of is marine grade. It's going to stand up to salt water, so we use a lot of marine grade type components, and I like to say that all the components can be boiled, but you cannot melt them. So fiberglass reinforced plastic, PVC, and stainless steel, those types of things that stand up to chemical cleanings and harsh environments.
Mobile units like this one are built right here in the USA and provide the latest in clean room technology. They're then shipped for use throughout the country.
Yeah, so our factory is in Indianapolis, Indiana. Everything is made here in the USA, which we're proud of. We manufacture these with our partner firm, Modular Devices, and that is probably the most beneficial aspect, is having everything underneath one roof and controlling all of that construction prior to delivering to the customer. As far as being used inside or outside, on our website you can see the different videos. We have single unit or multi-unit complexes that we set outside and then connect once they're on site to build full facilities. We also have units that we bring in through the front of a building, and they'll actually build the entire building around this to where it looks like it was actually part of it. So while still relocatable, maybe a little bit more permanent, but definitely able to go wherever you need it to.
And because humans can be, well, germy, the experts at Cleanroom Design offer staff and technician training as well. Teaching your personnel about the right protective gear, or PPE, helps protect the cleanroom environment from outside contaminants.
Regardless of where we deliver the unit around the country, we have partner firms around the country on the mechanical side that would handle all of the preventative maintenance for your unit. They will do in-services with your in-house facilities team to help take care of that. So these are for emergency contact visits. These are for the daily and monthly filter changes. We have a full set of resources available to our clients to make sure that the rooms continue to operate properly. Outside of that, the clean rooms pretty much run themselves. So they set them, we leave them. They really don't need any other attention. It allows the client to go and focus on what they're doing, which is servicing their customers and creating their products. I'll say it again, we won't leave you in the dust, and that's not a joke on particulates as far as the clean room, but we're here for you. We're not going to leave you. We definitely provide one of the best products available out there, and I'm not just saying that. Please give us a call. We'll show you how it's done correctly, and how you can make your operation more efficient and more safe.
For more information about how Cleanroom Design's mobile technology can work for you, visit their website at cleanroomdesignllc.com, and of course visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Drone technology has changed the way many industries do business. But the technology is still emerging, and the possibilities to leverage how drone tech will be used in the future are sky high. The industry leaders at Quiet Professionals are providing turnkey solutions, superior skills, and proven performance.
Drones are known as SUAS, Small Unmanned Aerial Systems. Some people call them unmanned aerial systems. They're also known as UAVs, or unmanned aerial vehicles. So the names can be switched around and synonymous. Drones can be looked at as good, and they can be looked at as bad. There are pros and cons to drones in the community. Both sides have relevant issues that they discuss. What we would look at, a drone that's used for things like finding a lost hiker in the woods is a great thing with a standoff camera with a high definition lens that can look from miles away and we can find lost hikers.
Another really useful application for these drones is for recovering from natural disaster. Things like hurricanes, tornadoes, or even earthquakes, infrastructure can be damaged or destroyed, and finding a safe evacuation route for civilians is extremely useful. We can throw a drone up in a matter of hours and have a 3D rendered map showing people a safe route of evacuation.
Geospatial mapping is also a big part of what they do. This important technology offers support to our servicemen and women around the world and helps the construction industry keep track of their projects.
So there's really two different types of geospatial mapping that we deal with. There's 3D orthomosaic mapping and there's LiDAR mapping, which is a little bit more accurate. More commonly is the 3D orthomosaic renderings, and basically that's going to be a drone carrying out a mission, typically flying in a grid format, sometimes in orbit around a point of interest.
And Quiet Professionals' pilot training program is led by a team of senior pilots in Tampa, Florida.
So the senior pilots that we have started the program for us over 3.5 years ago. They're both academically and self-taught.
Our pilots and technicians are able to build and modify SUAS platforms or drones to better fit customers' needs. Whether that's getting your company certified, Part 107 certified, getting your pilots up to speed on the technical aspects of drones, everything from technical building and flying. So just as phones, cars, watches, and other technology has become smarter, I see drones doing the same thing.
I have absolutely no doubt that by 2030, everybody will have some kind of drone technology in the home or in the workplace.
And on top of that, I hope that Florida, and specifically Tampa, becomes that tech and innovative hub for all the other cities around the world to mirror after.
For more information about how Quiet Professionals' products and technology can work for you, visit their website at quietprofessionalsllc.com. And of course, visit our website at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.